Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com, and this is your stock watch list for May 8th. Let's go ahead and talk about the SPY a little bit today. So we got a tweet from President Trump today at 2:45. All right, right here from the trade exchange at 2:45, I will be announcing my decision on the Iran deal tomorrow from the White House at 2 p.m. President Trump tweet. So we'll go ahead and get this out of your way, and let's look at the action. And right here, right, we were just, we've been battling this blue line, the 50 SMA, all day. We've been getting above it, pulled back, getting above it. We finally were getting some momentum right over the 50 SMA today on the SPY. This is an intraday chart, pre-post market chart that you're looking at. We start moving up above. The tweet comes out, and then down goes the market, giving it back on that announcement that from President Trump. And so we'll have to see what that announcement's going to be for the Iran announcement. All right. So that was basically the SPY today. If we go ahead and look at it on the daily chart. So, and I'll remove some of these lines for you real fast. So we came up to the 50 SMA. Like I said, Trump comes out with the comments, knocks us right back down below it. And then we get kind of this indecisive candle. But overall, the markets were up. Good showing by the bulls, good continuation. Just didn't like that action towards the end of the day. So we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. Right now, I believe the futures are currently trending down, but it's early in the session. Let me bring up my futures for you. The overnight futures, here they are. So right now the Dow futures down 24, S&P futures down 3, Nasdaq futures down about 2. It is around 6:46 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So that's kind of what's going on in the futures overnight. So overall, though, a good showing by the bulls today for that continuation move. Just towards the close, though, we did get that reversal, so that's a little ominous for the market. So we'll see how this is going to play out. By the way, if you're trading biotech stocks, just know that you have this overhang. Trump often goes off script. What does that mean for his high drug pricing speech? So there is a speech coming up on drugs. So keep an eye on that. All right. I'll put this link down in the description box for you if you want to read that. It's from Reuters, I believe. Oh, sorry, from Stat. So, he has a speech coming up on pharma and whatnot. And so we'll see how that's going to affect the IBB, which hasn't really been participating, and the XBI, such names as Celgene and Guild, Amgen, all looking pretty ugly here. BIIB. So the Trump overhang there for the pharmaceuticals and the biotechs in those names. Okay, so that catches you up on kind of some of the stuff that happened today. Let's go ahead and take a look at. I just want to go through a couple of alerts we did in the service today. Now, all my alerts are in the room. I can't fake this, fudge this. They're in the room. They either work or they don't work. One of them that we called today at 9:57 was BLNK. And if you notice here, Fran R. All right, teamwork. I love the teamwork. Types in BLNK, brings it to my attention. I take a look at 9:57, a couple of minutes right after she posted that. I was looking at it. BLNK over 205, BLNK stop 190, typed in the room. Also, called over the microphone for the folks there. And let's go to BLNK. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. And actually, we traded this on off of a 2-minute chart at that time because I like to trade off my 2-minute chart. So bear with me while I bring that up. All right, so here was, and I'll make this bigger for you. Here's a BLNK over this 205 spot. Now you see right here, you got some action right out the gate here. So this is probably what put it on Fran's radar there. And then I'm watching it consolidate under VWAP, call it on that $2 break, 205, and the stock and a $1.90 stop. The stock never came back at us. All right, BLNK straight up, pretty much all the way to $4.28. All right, so this was the entry right there. Once again, there it is, called in the room, teamwork, called it, and the stock moved up. Another one we played was Twitter, TWTR 3140, stop 3120, never came back at our stop, and TWTR moved up nicely on that break of 3140, would have put it right about in this area right here, and it ran up to let's call it 3177. So that was another trade from the service today. Also, we shorted Tesla today. We had a short on Tesla. So on that short of Tesla was a short, a break of 305.50, stop 306.25, right? And that was put in the service and called over the microphone at 12:10 p.m. Eastern time. Let me get this out of the way. You're looking at a 5-minute chart, pre-post market chart. All right, so right here is where we got the trigger on the Tesla short, and it breaks that 305.50, and it travels all the way down to below $300 on the Tesla short. All right, as we trim and trail on the way down, as we teach, as we start to get money, we trail it. And that stock went all the way down to 299 area. Let's see what this low was here, 299.20. So from the short here, all right, so you see it had this big run up, right? And it was actually on the daily chart coming up near the 50 SMA, and that's why we decided to short it, and then down it went. So that was the call on Tesla. So a very good day in the room, great teamwork in the room. Come check out my service, zozostockwatch.com, and we'll go ahead and get into the stocks to watch list for May 8th. So some of the news that came out after the bell, courtesy of the trade exchange, built for traders by traders. Let's see, we had Trex earnings per share beat, revenue miss on TREX. That stock not doing too much in the after hours. We'll scroll through. We had some more earnings that came out after the bell. A lot of smaller companies tonight. AXGN did a 2 million share offering. AXGN, that stock selling off in the after hours. Zillow, earnings per share revenue beat on Zillow, and that stock selling off in the after hours. Let's see, Zillow Group, first quarter 2018 revenue increased 22% year over year. They must have said something on the conference call. I didn't listen to it, but Zillow down in the after hours. Snap CFO Drew Valero is stepping down on May 15th. SNAP. Amazon's Tim Stone to replace him. That was per CNBC in the trade exchange. You see Snap got a big pop up there on that news, and then kind of leveled off in the after hours, but Snap with a big move in the after hours tonight. AMC earnings per share revenue beat. AMC stock pushed up and then gave it back on that name. Let's see if there was anything else. ATSG earnings per share beat. ATSG, not too much going on there. Let's see, MOS, MOS, a ag name, MOS, had an earnings per share miss, revenue beat, stock moving down in the after hours on that name. TEUM, revenue beat, TEUM, that stock moving up in after hours tonight, so TEUM will be one on our watch list. I'll get more into that in a second. DHT, earnings per share revenue beat, DHT. Not really much going on. A little bit of a bid up in the after hours on DHT. Let's see some top earnings for you for tomorrow morning. A lot of, like I said, a lot of the smaller companies coming out. Let's see, Comcast is prepared financing for all cash Fox bid. So FOXA up in the after hours as a Comcast maybe going to make a bid for them. And then this news just out, Trump likely to withdraw from the Iran deal, U.S. officials. So that news coming out from the White House. So let's see, not too much reaction action currently in the SPY on that news. Once again, courtesy of the trade exchange. I'll just scroll through real fast, see if we missed anything. LCI earnings per share beat, revenue missed. LCI stock pushed up a little bit, but then gave it right back. Looks like a low volume stock. NVRO earnings per share, revenue missed. NVRO. That stock selling off. Hertz earnings per share and revenue miss. HRTZ. That stock selling off in the after hour. To imagine a car, Avis, yeah, also moving down in sympathy to Hertz. VECO, VECO, earnings per share, revenue beat, VECO, that stock ticking up in the after hours. So that's some of your news that came out after the bell this evening, courtesy of the trade exchange. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that watch list. The first one up is ATOS. The stock just did a recent reverse split, 1 for 12. Was getting some buying into the close, as you can see on the chart here, the intraday chart, the 5-minute. So we'll have this one on watch. Had 419,000 shares. So we'll see if this one wants to yield a trade for tomorrow. Like I said, 1 for 12, splitter. Reverse split, so we'll see if this has any action in it for tomorrow. Next one up is Blackberry, symbol BB here. Blackberry, that's the new symbol. Tried to get up over this 11 area, just could not break that 1110 spot on Blackberry. So this one will be on watch if it wants to make a continuation move tomorrow on Blackberry. BCLI, big pop, big expanding volume in BCLI. We'll see if this one wants to set up intraday on that name. BLNK, like I said, we got in this one at 205 today. It ran all the way up to 450 on this name. We'll have it back on watch tomorrow. 60 million shares came into this trade on BLNK, so this one will be on watch again tomorrow. CAKE, cake, possible swing trade in this name. If it can take out the highs from today, which is around 53.38, so maybe 53.40, 53.45 for that 53.50 break on cake, possible swing trade. CNET, Chinese name, China name, basing under that 325 spot. Volume today was a little bit light, 693,000 shares, but volume can always come in. It's above all the fast moving averages here on CNET. That one will be on watch. Callaway Golf, holding up pretty well through all this selling. We had that big pop after earnings. They sold it off a little bit, but holding above the 10 and the fast moving averages. If this can get back over, we'll call it 1760 area, possible swing trade in that name. ENPH, semiconductor name. The high today was 460, so maybe that 465 area could get this one going again. ENPH, FOXA with that news with Comcast making a bid, and also I think Disney is bidding for this, so maybe we get a play on FOXA for tomorrow. HRTX still trying to get over and hold above 32, got as high as 32.40. Maybe 32.25, 32.30 is enough to get this one going. Possible swing trade there. KBSF looks like it's on the launch pad here to maybe get above the 50 SMA. The 50 SMA is at $5.31. So it closed at 506, getting a little action in the after hours on KBSF. So this one will be on watch tomorrow. NFEC is a Chinese oil stock, a nice pop in this name, all the way up to 250. The thing I don't like about, it doesn't hold the gains that well. Popped here, topping tails on the name, but we'll see if this one sets up for an intraday play. Nike, some buying came into this name, still under the $70 area. 70.15 is where I have my line. I'm watching that. Under Armour also turned back up today. Under Armour still under this 18 level. Watch this one if it can take out, say, 1803, 1805 for Under Armour. Another play, NSPR, Now, this is a small, name, 630,000 shares. Has a lot of topping tails also, but I'm thinking if it can take out, maybe this $1.32 area on NSPR, maybe we get some kind of continuation move. Not really in love with this one, but you never know, right? RGSE had a big pop up to $1.14 today, 1.7 million shares traded. This one will be on watch for tomorrow. RN, kind of an inside day here after that big move up on Friday. Here's the intraday chart, right? Friday ran up. Today was kind of just consolidating. So we'll keep an eye on this one. 225 looks like the resistance spot at the moment on RNN. TEUM had earnings after the bell. They moved it up to $3.10. They had closed it at 278. So we'll see if there's any kind of intraday setup on this name. Twitter, still watching this one. We traded it today. The high today was 31.84. So I'm thinking if it can get back over 31.50, Twitter might give us a trade or even a possible swing trade. Under Armour, we went over. VMware looks very good here. VMW holding above the fast moving averages, the 10, the 5, the 13, the 20, all above that. Got as high as 136.31. So maybe 136.35 could yield you a nice swing trade in VMware. Keep an eye on it. VVPR, another solar name, popped up today, 3.9 million shares. Couldn't hold those gains. Got up to $3.60 on this name. Here's the intraday chart of it. Then it kind of went back into this consolidation mode. But if oil's going to keep moving up, maybe this solar name gets moving. We'll check out First Solar, also FSLR, trying to come up off the bottom. Sedge, the strongest in the group. Solar name, I believe this has earnings coming up soon on SEDG. Run, also very nice looking daily chart here. Got as high as 940. So looking for this one maybe to take that 950 out on RUN. So another solar play that might be interesting. All right, as oil is moving up. Run, and then VVPR. All right, might be another one that's interesting to watch for tomorrow if oil keeps moving up. By the way, oil got above, let's see, $70 a barrel on oil, XOIL, light sweet crude oil. Yeah, so we're holding above $70 a barrel on oil. Now, I don't know how that news with Iran is going to affect oil tomorrow, so keep an oil chart up. The USO is the ETF for oil, so keep this on watch to see how that's all going to play out with Trump, Washington, and Iran. All right, this is Mike from ZozoStockwatch.com.